Hi, I'm Gwendolyn Go, your desperate housewife who crafts. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can create this beautiful splattered image by using Tim Holtz alcohol inks from Ranger and its alcohol blending solution on vellum just with a straw. So first of all, I dropped a teeny weeny bit of alcohol ink onto my piece of vellum. I added some alcohol blending solution in the middle of it and blew it with my straw. Excuse the top of my head with my white hairs. I was horrified when I saw this video that my head with the full head of white hairs showed so often. So you will see that I edited the video quite a bit to edit out those awful images. So when you see that after I've dropped in some ink and it just sort of like explodes by itself, it's because I cut out the image of the top of my head where I was blowing into the straw. But I think you get the general idea of what I was trying to achieve here. So I just kept on putting down alcohol inks and alcohol blending solution to dilute the ink and just blew upon it with the straw. And this creates really beautiful splatters and it blends with the other colors and just creates a overall really nice bright effect. So I've laid down my dies from Spellbinders, these leaf dies, and I cut it with my Big Shot Plus. I placed them in a way that each leaf would have a few colors on it because that was the effect I was trying to go for. This technique of blending alcohol inks into each other either on vellum, which creates a more lighter translucent look, or you could use it on Yupo paper also to have a more depth to the color. This technique is fun because while I was putting the leaves together, pasting them on using Yoo-hoo glue, which I love to use as an adhesive, I had the idea of creating an autumn leaf with my feathers. And then I thought, well, if I had thought of that before, I could have controlled my colors and poured them in a way that we would create a darker color at the bottom, going up with lighter colors to the top, or vice versa, greens at the bottom and reds at the top. So what I did right after this was actually create another piece using the feathers but on Yupo paper that I'll show you at the end of the video. So then once I had finished pasting all my feathers into the shape that I wanted onto my oval panel, I cut out the Hugs die from Stamplorations from the colored panel, and I decided to stack it to give it some dimension so it would pop out of my colored panel so it could be seen a bit better. So to do this, I just cut out the Hugs die from Stamplorations 3 times, and I pasted it one on top of the other with using Yoo-hoo glue again. Now, since I had cut out the Hugs die right through my colored panel and the card base, I had to add a backing behind. So I just cut out a panel using MFT's Blueprint 20 stitched rectangle and adhered this panel behind my card, behind the cutout. So now I could add my stacked Hugs and paste it onto my card because now it has the base to be adhered onto. It's very important to make sure that everything fits in snugly into the die cut area. So sometimes you have to move it a little bit and adjust, but it all fits in the end. And I think it looks really nice. So then I went on to put the sentiment. I wanted to put Hugs for your birthday, but of all the sentiment stamps that I have, I didn't have one that said for your birthday all together. So I had to take a few different sentiment stamps from Altenew and try and stamp it in a way that it would come out for your birthday. Here I have For You, a stamp called For You. So what I did was just stamp the for bit and putting a tissue over the U so that the U will not come out, or the ink will not go onto the U. I then lined up the separate your and birthday stamps together, and I really needed the MISTI for this because I'm terrible at doing anything straight. I can't cut straight, I can't draw a straight line even with a ruler. And here, even with the help of the MISTI that I managed to adjust to make sure it was straight, it's not completely straight. So without the MISTI, I would have been a mess, I think. So here my card is finished. I really hope you like it. I think it gives a really vibrant look to my leaves. And as promised, here is the other die cuts I made on Yupo paper, giving just a little bit more thought on where I wanted to pour my inks. Because as you can see, I've poured in a more uniform way with the greens at the bottoms and the reds at the top. Well, I hope you like this video, and if you do, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And thanks for watching. Bye!